What's up? Try to turn this off. Why I am the way I am. All right. Let me bring this down to like where y'all can. There we go. Aren't y'all glad I am the way I am? I made me a tripod stand, and my tripod stand it works. As y'all can see, I adjusted it. But this is why I am the way I am. You know, God made me this way, and it was what He is how He wants me to be. I'm on the right track. You know, I'm not saying I'm not gonna become more godly, but I'm saying that we're on track here. And so a message that came to me after I finished reading the Bible, and I kind of wanted to share it with you guys. That's why I titled it "Why I Am the Way I Am." I honestly can't help the things that God, the things that I've been through. You know, like it's what God ordained. It's just in His plans. And so, with that being said, I want to read just a couple of words out of my Bible, coming out of Titus. Titus in the Bible, Titus. That's how I pronounce it, Titus. All right, and uh, one passage specifically caught my eye. And you guys, I want to let you know that you know I be flipping through this book with my eyes closed because I put all my faith in God, and I know that what I need, He's going to tell me, and He's going to show me, and what everybody else need is the same. And when you allow God to use you, then you can be what everybody needs. You know, so which God is what everybody needs. Because everybody need to put their faith in God. They need to stop putting their faith in a man or a woman or a partner or whatever. You know, stop putting your faith in people that disappoint you. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about being imperfect. It's the fact that God won't disappoint you at all. But see, man, humankind will disappoint you. So. Thanks for tuning in. I want to read just a couple of passages from Titus that you need to hear because you're going to understand why I titled this. This is why I am the way that I am. And this is how God, this is what He's doing. Like He's putting me through all of this stuff in my life so far because He need me to carry myself a certain way. He needs my composure to be at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? To be able to deal with the wickedness of this world, because a lot of stuff be going on, and it'd be like it'd be like unbearable. You know what I'm saying? Like like emotional type stuff. It'd be really unbearable, and in this world, everybody know men got it worse. Okay, so God really wanted to pay more attention to His men. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that we're good. So I'm coming from Titus when I read this. Okay. And this is not something that this is something that God selected. He used me and He selected this, and He want me to read this to you guys. All right, sound crazy, I know to some people, but it's the truth. Okay, so this right here is Titus chapter 2, and it says conduct consistent with sound teaching. Okay, Titus chapter 2, it says conduct consistent with sound teaching. Okay, it says, but as for you, communicate the behavior that goes with sound teaching. Older men are to be temperate, dignified, self-controlled, sound in faith, in love, and endurance. Older women, likewise, are to exhibit behavior fitting those who are holy, not slandering, not slaves to excessive drinking, but teaching what is good. In this way, they will train the younger women to love their husbands, to love their children, to be self controlled, pure, fulfilling their duties at home, kind, being subject to their own husbands, so that the message of God may not be discredited. All right. And I'm gonna pause right there for just for a second. So, you guys, I want to say this. You just like men, he's letting us know that we have to be y'all peace, right? But you guys also have to be our peace too, because ultimately, he don't want his word discredited, and so he's putting it in our hands while we're on this earth. He's giving it to us, and he's making it our duty to make sure that his word is not discredited. And this is how he want men to carry themselves. And so that means, for what I'm saying, like, I'm a man, so that means, okay, it may be okay to have a sip of alcohol or whatever, but not to completely overdo it, waste it or whatever, right? um like, you got to cut a lot of childish stuff out, and you got to have faith and be able to hold your composure, you know and I'm one of those people where I say, if I'm not panicking, there's no reason to panic. If you're around me and you're not sure what's going on, but you feel like you should panic, but I'm not panicking, then there's nothing to worry about. You know. So I'm gonna keep reading. It's okay. So that the message of God may not be discredited. That's why it's important. It's important for, you just need to find someone who's really spiritually grounded. That woman of God, that man of God. If they can't pick this book up and read it to the family, or if you can't pick this book up and read it out loud to your family, then you got to get your priorities together. And I'm not saying that negatively. I'm just saying that you got a lot going on in your life. This world will put a lot of stuff in your life that's going to keep you from strengthening your spiritual you. You know what I'm saying? And so the job is going to have you working 12 hours, a day. You know what I'm saying? And then you get home, you're tired. Now you got a family, so you got to cook maybe, or you got to get everybody, you got to read homework or go over journals. I mean, hey, I'm gonna pause right there. I'm gonna pause right there. I'm gonna read the comments because I like these emojis coming through from Queen. Thanks, Queen. And Karul or Kyrul Asma said, hello, what's going on? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. And this is for my subscribers too. One thing about me is that I pick this Bible up when I'm going through something. It's something that's really hurtful, and I'll start reading the Bible, because if I allow my flesh to lead, it's gonna lead me in the place I don't want to be. It's gonna lead me, and my kids need me. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, my family needs me too. Even though they may not call me, they may not text me, they may not send me a letter in the mail, they still need me. And so it's very important that I utilize the resources that God put here for His people, for us, to hold our composure. And I'm supposed to do everything I can not to lose my composure and not make the wrong decisions, because your flesh will get mad. And you got to please the flesh. So your flesh want to move around. It want to move really fast and punch walls, or it's the flesh, that really gets you in some stuff, really. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's pin this. I'm pinning comments, by the way, y'all. Thank y'all for popping in. Make sure y'all give me a like, and if you're not subscribe, subscribe to me, and um, and we're gonna get you right. I want to I want to make sure that you don't go through what I've been through. I want to, like, I love people that I don't even know. I care about people that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And this y'all. You feel me? Thank y'all for coming in. AJ the Master. AJ the Master says hi. What's up, buddy? Jay Joe. I don't know what that is. Jay Jaganin, or Yay Haganin. But so I'm reading out of Titus, guys. I'm reading out of Titus, and I want y'all to hear this, okay? Maybe you guys are on some of your lunch breaks or your first break at work or whatever, but I want you to hear this, okay? Because if you're spiritual and you're operating out of faith and you're a good person, um, this right here is going to open up your eyes as to why you don't want to drink no more. Why it was easy for God to deliver you from things that you asked to be delivered from. And he simply take your urge to get those things away from you. He took that away. So this is why. So we're reading out of Titus, and this is Titus 2. And by some new people that's here, I see you guys. I see the numbers climbing. I'm gonna read this because I don't want you to miss this, and you can always go back and read it. But since you're here, I'm gonna read it again. I don't mind at all. Okay. All right. So this is gonna be Titus chapter 2, and it's conduct consistent with sound teaching. Okay, and it reads, "But as for you, communicate the behavior that goes with sound teaching. Older men are to be temperate, dignified, self controlled, sound in faith, in love, and endurance. And in endurance. Older women, likewise, are to exhibit behavior fitting for those who are holy, not slandering, not slaves to excessive drinking, but teaching what is good. In this way, they will train the younger women to love their husbands, to love their children, to be self controlled, pure, fulfilling their duties at home, kind, being subject to their own husbands, so that the message of God may not be discredited. Encourage younger men likewise to be self controlled, showing yourself to be an example of good works in every way. In your teaching, show integrity, dignity, and a sound message that cannot be criticized, so that any opponent will be at a loss because he has nothing evil to say about this. Slaves are to be subject to their own masters in everything." So I'm gonna pause right there because we're not talking about slaves here, okay? But this is what I'm saying, and this is what I did. There's no need for you to sit here and basically be holy or whatever the case is, but yet you're out here shooting people. You're out here lying to people. You're just not really being a good example. You're basically like contradicting yourself, right? And as men, it's our duty to see a young man, and we're supposed to speak light into him, and we're supposed to let him know that he's wrong for this or he's right for this, respectfully. And it's the same thing with young women. We're supposed to let them know, hey, no boyfriends. You're not. We don't. It's no time for boyfriends right now. You know what I'm saying? You need to focus on school, or no belly button piercings, or no tongue piercings, no lip piercings, stuff like that. Like, all of those types of stuff is for attention, and it attracts energy and unwanted attention, and thus that's how you get pedophiles, and that's how you start to get promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? And so we don't want our children to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's our duty, it's how we carry ourselves. And I always talk about where we dwell at. I always talk, it's where you dwell. It's the type of company that you keep. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hang out with a bunch of gangsters and a bunch of thugs and stuff like that and a bunch of criminals. But I'm sitting here telling this young man, hey, listen, be like me when you grow up. You know what I'm saying? No, because it's where you dwell at. And it's the type of company that you keep. So composing myself great is me allowing only people that's in a church in my circle, or people that's looking for a church, and people that is actually trying to better themselves. You got people that do things because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a difference in doing things and you don't know versus doing things and you know. You know what I'm saying? And you know they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's a really big difference. And it's trajectory. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's where you're going to be at in the next 5 years, doing things that you know you're not supposed to be doing. it's trajectory for me. And so I don't really like if you're not trying to hop on my wave and you're not trying to go to church and receive the word and be around, good people that's good for you, then it's like I gotta allow God to deal with you separately. Because he's gonna punish me if I dwell with you and I know that you're not dwelling right. I'm gonna have to be punished for that. And so I don't want to go through that. So I typically keep my circle really small in real life. I don't have nobody I can call and be like, yo, come up and just chill with me. Like, I don't have none of that going on because there's a conflict in interest going on. And see, I'm interested in God and what God is talking about and what God wants me to do. And I'm interested in stuff like that. I'm not interested in going out to clubs. I'm not interested in drugs. I'm not interested in consuming alcohol, especially a lot of it. Like I'm just not interested in that stuff no more. Like I'm getting to the age now, and I've got to the age where God has literally delivered me through all of that, like from all of that stuff in my sleep, because it was just time. You know what I'm saying? So it says it right here. This is what I wanted to read to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like it's how we should conduct ourselves as men out here, and not conduct myself like that. And I be having to worry about like being taken out of my character, because of things that be said to me. I be called names. People get up here on the live and call me names. I've been like disrespected by significant others. I've been disrespected by family members. And it's because of how I talk. It's because of how I carry myself. You know what I'm saying? And I carry myself with dignity. I carry myself like this right here. And it's been like that. And I always consider myself to be different. But I feel like I'm so different that I'm chosen. That's why. That's why. Because I choose to really dwell in the things of this world less than others. A lot less than others. Again, I'm the type, if I really don't like have like anything exciting to do, I'm home. If I don't have no money and if everybody going out and I don't have any money to pay for it, I'm not going. I'm good. I'm gonna stay home. I'm fine with that. You know. So this is Titus and 2. This is why I am the way I am, and God made me this way, and I didn't even know that He was gonna bring me to this point. I didn't know. But I knew that I was chosen for something. I knew that I had a calling, and I just couldn't. A lot of you not, guys. I just could not put my finger on it. Like, Lord, why am I this way? Why did you make me this way? Why am I not like everybody else? Like, and so it's because I'm called to do this right here. And I have dreams. I can interpret dreams and everything. You know, I'm a match, really. So this is Titus and 2. Conduct consistent with sound teaching. You guys can open your Bibles and read it too. This is an international Bible, and it don't have like those really hard words like thigh, like, what I'm saying, thigh, THY. Like it don't really necessarily talk like that, like biblical days talking. This is like you can read it straight out. And they got some words in there, yes, but it's like it was made so you can just read it flat out. Let me read the comments right quick. Jocker Boy says, "Hey Jay Jagannath." I don't know what that means, guys. And then he says, "India." What's up, India? You from India? What's up, man? I love you, India, guys. I love y'all. I love India. Okay, let me rephrase that. Not India, guys. I love India. Okay, they are very smart. They're really good with their hands, and they really have a prosperous future. You know, and a lot of these nations have a prosperous future. A lot of these countries have prosperous futures. It's just that greed. You know what I'm saying? It's greed. That's the problem. All right. Um, Yasin says, "Damn, bro. What you mean, bro? What you mean, Yasin? What you damning for, buddy? Have y'all ever thought about that word, damn? Do y'all really know like the term of it? It's like when you damn something, it's like you basically like cut it off, like for anything prosperous to come about it. So when you say GD, like God, It's like that's why God was like, nah, you don't say that because you damning me. You know what I'm saying? And I can't have that. Don't damn me. You know what I'm saying? Damn the devil. You know what I'm saying? Damn the devil. Don't damn me. So, So so far, like it's been a journey. It's been a journey, guys. Like I washed my hands with North Carolina a long time ago because it's just so much wicked going on and so much prejudice is going on. It's the companies around here, the jobs around here. Um, like I don't really like I'm really reluctant to inform you guys. But I had ended up losing my job yesterday, and it was because of basically I'm just gonna chalk it up to parenting. I got caught talking on my phone. Well, video chatting on my phone because my son's school called, and um, I was basically like I wanted him to be picked up. At that point it was a distress call from the school, and I wanted him to be picked up. At that point, he needed to just be picked up from school. And in the process of me doing that, like I guess one of the big people, like one of the owners of the building or whatever, like they like one when he caught me and I didn't even know he walked up from me on the back, like from the back of me, like walked up and he said, "What are you doing?" Like that, like what are you doing? And I was like a teacher called and I had to take the call and I was like I'm on the phone now, and then he cut me off. He was like, "What do you do here?" And so I was like, "Well, sir, for now, I'm cleaning out your racks, and I'm cleaning out the aisles for like breaking all that stuff down because the company is shifting, and they're expanding. So I was there for all of that." And so he goes, "Well, since you want to take phone calls, you're done for the day. You can go home." And I was just like, "Okay." And so he turned around, "Thank you," and then he walked off, and I walked off. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like these jobs around here in North Carolina, man, they're prejudiced. Uh, I didn't know that they had a phone policy because this job is fairly new, and I didn't know that you can have your phone. Like I didn't know. I was so far in the warehouse that when I looked around, there was nobody around. Literally, guys, like you can look through these racks and see nobody. I was deep out. I was back there, and when the call came through, I did like try to look for someone, but I answered it because I was worried that it was a distress call, and it was. It was a distress call. But after I walked off, I went up and I was looking for my supervisor, and by the time my supervisor walked up to me, I had asked him, and he told me he was like, "Yeah, he caught you on the phone or something," and he was he was like blandly, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys, and I know you guys seen this type of attitude where he didn't give a damn, like he didn't care, like it's like, oh well, I don't care, bye, you know what I'm saying, type of attitude. And so he just kept saying like, yeah, you're a temp, you know what I'm saying? And guys, look at my channel. I got videos of me loading those trailers for them, and since I'm a temp, um, like look how good I was doing. Like nobody low like me. Okay, I can tell you that right now. And I know you guys hear stuff like that a lot. Oh, nobody can do it like me, but I'm good at everything that I do. Okay, and so it's like it's their mistake to let me go. It's not my mistake. It's their mistake because they need me. You know what I'm saying? Like yes, I kind of need a job. It's the holidays and stuff, but they needed me. And so it's another company making another mistake. And I feel like they shouldn't have held up a policy if they had me loading those trucks for them. And I wasn't supposed to, by me being a temp or whatever, I wasn't supposed to have been in the truck at all. And this is coming from the plant manager. Every time some big man of the company comes, they would take me out the truck and put me in the back of the warehouse until he leaves. And then once he leaves, they put me back in the truck. So for me to get fired off of basically parenting and trying to take care of my business. It's like, that's kind of screwed up. So that's what I'm dealing with. And it bothered me a lot yesterday because I felt like I was discriminated against. I just felt like if I wasn't black, if my skin wasn't this color, I felt like that person would have walked up to me and told me to either, hey, what's going on? And, kind of investigated to see why I was on the phone versus just flexing power and just kicking me out. It's like, just kick me out. You feel me? And that bothered me a lot. And I really, um, for a long time, I had started walking. I left out the building and I started walking home. I started walking home. And I hated my skin. Like, I hated being in my skin because of that. I hated being this way because of that. And this is not the first time that a company has made me like hate my skin and made me hate the fact that I am how I am. This is not the first time around here. And nobody's really holding these companies accountable for their irrational policies. You know, I listen. I want everybody who dislikes me to watch me. I want everybody who loves and likes me to watch me. Let them watch me because right is right and wrong is wrong. And to even take it a step further, when I was walking out, my supervisor started mocking me. And he says, "Oh yeah, everybody just singling you out, picking on you." And I said, "Hey man, listen." I said, "Listen, don't try to mock me because I can turn this around real fast. Like flip it. You feel me? Because I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to move some furniture around there because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going through this. I'm tired of these jobs just because they having a bad day or whatever, they just ruin somebody else's year or the rest of someone's year. Now it's like F my family. So what about my family's holidays? What about my buying gifts? I still don't have a tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, but all of that, you know what I'm saying? It's worth me losing my job because I had to take a really important phone call. That's worth my kids like possibly not having a holidays or being able to enjoy their holidays. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. This is why I dislike North Carolina. And people can say, "Hey, yeah, you go everywhere else, and it's the same way." I beg to differ. I beg to differ. But I just don't appreciate being terminated or whatever just because I was on my phone. I feel like I don't deserve to lose a whole job for that. Like that's so childish and it's so irrational and I want something done about it. So I thought I heard Caprio for a second. Cam, excuse me, y'all. I thought I heard Caprio outside now. But so that's kind of what's been going on. But it's just been a whole lot of other stuff going on too. Like um, just relationship wise, like it's just been a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? But when stuff like that going on, God wants you to pick the Bible up and He wants you to read it because that's called an alert. You know what I'm saying? And it's in the beginning of the Bible. You just got to pick the Bible up and start reading and um, and absorb it. But that's what He wants. He wants you to read the Bible. Anytime you're going through something, somebody arguing later, y'all both can be in an argument. Man, pick the book up and go in the room and start reading. You know why? Because nobody can argue with somebody who stopped arguing to read the Bible or somebody who stopped working to read the Bible or stopped doing whatever to read the Bible. Nobody can argue with somebody who's allowing God to use them and is voicing it and allowing God to use them and trying to do God's work and somebody's telling people about God and stuff like that. Nobody can argue with you. And that's one thing I say about this Bible. It's either gonna bring people together or push people away. It's gonna either bring people towards you or push people away from you. And the Bible does that for me. And so by me wanting to do good, by me having this attitude towards everything that just blindsides me, God let me know that it's gonna be rough. Like, it's gonna be rough. There's gonna be people that's gonna try to find something to argue with me about. There's gonna be people that's trying to find something that's imperfect about me. And it's the same for you. When you decide to start picking this up, you decide to take my advice, you decide to start seeing things for what it really is, and allowing God to do for you, allow him into your life. And he's going to tell you, when you allow me into your life, X, Y, and Z is going to get upset with you. They're not going to understand you. And it's the people that already have had misunderstandings with you. They're going to dislike you even more because y'all really don't have this in common. So that's one thing I did. I did what I felt that none of my family was doing, and that was reading this book, getting closer to God in the way that he needs you to. All right, so I deal with a lot of stuff, and I have to have my composure. It doesn't matter how much I lose or how much is taken from me. Like, my spirit won't be broken. It's not going to be broken. Less is more. All right. I might cut this live short today because I really need time to get my emotions right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm reading this Bible. That's why I'm talking to you guys. I got music. I uploaded some music on my YouTube. I released some music on my YouTube. So if you go back, I got some music on my YouTube, and I got a lot more music, right? Because I make my own music. Y'all can probably see the microphone back there. Can you see it? Microphone back there. That's something me and my daughter made. We call it the micro box. I made that microphone box right there out of my out of Carter's baby diapers box, and I put his one of his favorite blankets. I stapled one of his favorite blankets around it, and put my microphone inside of it. Put the microphone on the stand. Boom, right? Quality. So I got some music out on my YouTube channel. You go check it out. It don't have no cursing in it. Very easy on the ears. And we was reading from Titus chapter 2. Make sure you guys pick that up and read that. And just rock with me. All right. I appreciate you guys for praising God today, and I appreciate you guys for liking my live. I definitely appreciate it. Check my other channel. My other videos out. And if it's like, if you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I typically start to put my cash apps and stuff in the descriptions. You guys got to read my descriptions, because my descriptions is like a video in itself. It's like a lesson in itself. And I literally sit for 2 hours or an hour and a half or whatever and type out these descriptions for my videos, because I want to reach you guys. I want to show you guys even more that I care, and that I care about y'all, and that I love y'all. Okay? And so we're just going to end it like that. You know, I appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm going to read some of these comments. First off, Elite Modern Warfare 2. I don't want to say Modern Warfare. I'm going to say MM2. Elite MM2 said, yo, bro, you're a legend. Can I have a shout out? So shout outs to Elite MM2. Go check out his channel. And go check out his channel, subscribe to him, and God willing, he has some really great content up there. Oh Good says, that's crazy. It's crazy. My situation is crazy, man. Oh Good says he probably watching you. Yeah, he's watching me. If he's, I know people's watching me there. And yeah, and he says, Oh Good says, yeah, they dumb for that. Yeah, man. You know, it's all for a turnover rate here, because everybody's greedy, very, very greedy. And so the companies have the most irrational policies in North Carolina. These jobs have the most irrational policies, all for a turnover rate. And you'll know you're working at a job that contributes to a turnover rate, because they have a point system. And the point system is irrational. You know, why do I got to get a point for getting a flat tire? Why do I got to get a point for waking up in the morning to come to your establishment, and I get a flat tire in the process of me being on the way to your establishment to make you more money, to make you triple of what you're paying me? and I deserve a point for that. These point systems, y'all, it's just crazy. It really is. So shout outs to Elite MM2. He wants me to shout him out. God willing, go check him out. Go check out my channel. I got music on my channel that I make. I produce it with my own equipment, stuff like that. That's what I do because I love people. And you know, I just got really tired of having people close to me, like literally face to face, and they want to call me names or they want to like just be so negative and make me uncomfortable. Like I don't like dealing with people who make me uncomfortable in a way that I already communicate. Like I don't like that. You know, like oh, I'm just really tired of relationships. Like I'm tired of having to coexist with people who not really like spiritually grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like really though. So it is what it is, right? Thanks for tuning in. Make sure y'all like my live. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys check out my music. You can reach me at therealdjmonster@gmail.com. You can reach me there. You can talk to me there, or you can comment and check out my other videos, y'all. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I love y'all. Peace. Meet everything with reverence. Don't get mad. Just know you won, and don't treat nobody bad. All right. Just stay away from them. Do the best you can. Okay. All right. Peace, y'all.